Yeah.
Oh, I know why. I'm sitting here going, why am I hearing that music twice? It's because I got the volume up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another fun-filled week of the Grumpy Vlogger Live. Yay.
Copycat.
I was using, if you go back on some of my early videos, I was using that because my sister was giving me crap about it.
Likely story. Yeah.
Go back.
We need to go to the video replay for that one.
Yeah, you will, because back on my early videos, my sister kept telling me to say that, and so I finally, she says, "You started using that yet?" No. And so I started using it, and then I quit vlogging, but I used it in my vlogs. That's why I introduced it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the ships at sea, and anybody else who doesn't matter. Welcome to the Grumpy Vlogger Live.
Yeah, but I invite the friends and neighbors as well, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, what if they're not a lady? What if they're not a gentleman? What if they are something in between?
Yeah. But anyway,
Bill, your mic's a little hot.
no, it isn't. It's just fine.
So's your sister.
74.
Fine to me.
Is it? Is it a little loud?
Yeah, it is. I'll
No.
turn my
Turn
headphones.
yours down. There you go. Turn it down.
There you go.
Oh, did you fix it for me? That's nice. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna say hello to everybody in the chat.
I was
Yeah.
sitting in StreamYard on somebody else's channel, and they didn't complain. Art. I was on Scotty's channel.
That's Restream. This is StreamYard.
No, I don't. No, it wasn't Restream. Scotty uses StreamYard.
Okay.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I kept logging into it by accident because I still had it up from when he did the Rick and Morty. Anyways, Captain Joe America, Grant Mr. S, Art, Steve Janess, Vermont Views,
Yep.
Mark R. White, Dennis Lovelady.
Yes,
Hey, Dennis. Brenda
Dennis.
Sunstar.
Brenda.
Let's see. Welcome. Bryan, Waypoint, New England.
Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Brenda.
And
Brenda.
Yeah.
Brenda and Dennis.
That looks like I'm caught up right now.
Yep. Yes, you
Brian's
are.
here.
Yeah, slow night tonight. So
They didn't know I was going to be here.
that's it. They didn't know you were going to be here.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Had they known, we would have been bringing in the crowd. So
It's pretty funny. I'm working hard from my birthday. I worked all day, and then I had to get out of there because Ray wanted to have a meeting of the drone committee. So we did an offline, like a Zoom chat, but we used StreamYard.
Yeah.
And we had a meeting, and we were in there for a while. But I told him I also had to go to Scotty's because Scotty invited me in. So I went to Scotty's. Now I went to here. Since I've been back at the house, man, I have been sitting in this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I
worked hard for my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have worked hard. So
Yeah.
You're
what are you?
Bill?
59 this year?
Huh?
What are you? 59 this year?
Yeah.
No. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64?
Yeah, I know. We had. I was just giving you. I was giving you 5 extra years.
Yeah, of grief. No, I've been waiting a long time to be able to sing that song.
Yeah.
So you got Jim Stroney now.
Hi, Jim.
And Ken, place it here. Ken Obbauer.
Yeah, place it here. His hat was closest when I went to put my hand on this back here. So
I'm going to make this is not much of an announcement, but a little quickie announcement about our meeting, and everything's pretty much going to be the same. The one thing that they mentioned is we're going to do something a little different with the prizes. You have to be signed up to get a ticket for the prizes. So if you're going to come, and be sure to let Ray know. And if you don't think you're going to come, don't tell him until you're sure you're going to come. Because there's been some issues. No big deal. I mean, there was somebody who was fishing that came up and got a ticket. And, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and won.
Won. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Something, nothing big, but,
Yeah. But still.
Just saying.
Yeah. No, that is fair. I mean, if you're part of this community and you're part of that meetup, I mean, yeah, all walk-ons are welcome, but
Right.
you know,
Of course, everybody's welcome.
everybody,
Family fun event. Hey,
That's-
guys, Google drone meetup. Freaking the South Florida drone meetup is the very first. It is for me. I don't know. It's the first, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. Actually, 2026 is already showing up in the Google results.
Awesome.
wow.
Yeah.
It has taken off. It really has from where it started. I mean, it's just really has been. I think in a lot of ways has exceeded Spin Up. It's become it's really become the event that everybody wants to be to. You know, there's others that we would all like to be at, but you know, because of different localities and different things.
Right.
But the one you really want to be at is, in my opinion, is the South Florida Drone Meetup.
Right.
Hell, if I was retired and I had the money, I'd go to them all. You know.
Well, I would too.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I don't have the money. I'm retired, but I don't have the money to go to them all.
Halfway there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had.
Oh, I'm sorry. Another announcement. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay. Real quick.
real quick.
We didn't do the boat this year because of my health issues. But next year we are going to do the boat on Monday. So anybody that comes, if you stay through Monday, we're going to go on the Lady Stewart, and we already have number one sign up was Dennis Lovelady.
Okay.
So just the fact that Dennis Lovelady is going to be there, that should just settle it for you. Just
Oh, definitely.
right there. This was a dinner after one of the. I mean, that's not everybody that was on the boat, but this is a bunch of us after the boat trip.
Right.
Having it's just a continuation of a great weekend.
Right.
So anyway, Monday we'll be on the Lady Stewart. It goes out at 8 a.m. to 5 hours, and we have a good time. And you can bring your drone. The captain loves it when you fly the drone off the boat. Actually,
Do you have to bring your own barf bucket?
no. You just chum the waters, brother.
Chum the
Well,
water.
I'm going to be supplied for you.
Yep, Bob.
Chum the water. Like this guy here. In fact, this is the trip that he was. He's such a pleasant guy, or he can be. He can be.
Also,
Sick as a dog. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? He never stopped smiling. He was sick as a dog.
So I was Ralph for the weekend. Then.
Yeah.
He must get sick a lot. He's just used to it,
Yeah.
Oh, don't mind me. It's a hobby.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Ken Torbeck and
Yep. Jim's droning. Oh, and Jody drone shot.
Hey, Jody. Yeah.
Jody.
Yeah. So, I have to lean forward because I didn't put my glasses on. I did put my teeth in, but I forgot to put my glasses on, so I can't quite.
Well, just don't get them reversed because that can cause problems.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Well, unless you have eye teeth.
And that's
quick.
and that happens to be one of them that was pulled was my eye teeth.
How about that?
Yeah.
Hey, Lloyd, what do you call a lesbian on fire?
I don't know, Art. What do you call a lesbian on fire?
LGBTQ.
BBQ.
Oh my God.
That was almost funny.
It was. I hate to say it. His Dominic hides his face in shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a disclaimer there.
Yeah. I should have a disclaimer, but I don't. So, but anyways, I tell you what.
Eat more possum. That would be Brent or Brett?
Brett.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brett. Okay.
Yeah. It is Eat More Possum. Welcome.
Okay, cool.
But yeah. I was down there in Florida. I didn't have any of the sniffles. I didn't have near the coughing that I have right now. Man, I stepped off the plane and my nose started running. I started coughing and hacking, and I can't get rid of it. It's like it's just killing me up here. And we've had ridiculous amount of rain and stuff this weekend. It's all it did this weekend. Humidity was up between 90 and 100% all weekend long. It's like, oh my God. I couldn't figure out why some of my I was having so damn much problem with my filament not sticking to the build plate. And then it hit me, oh shit, we've had 92 plus I think once I looked at it as like 99% humidity, and it's like, oh, the filament. But fortunately, my new fancy
Uh-huh.
printer has a dryer built into it, so I could. I just turned that on. And that settles part of the problems out. There's still a glitch that I got to contact them this week about. About certain. What the hell was that?
What?
I don't know. I heard a noise.
Kneel
What?
before glasses on.
Years before, but no, it wasn't that. I was at my dad's yesterday, and he gave me something for my birthday, and
Oh.
I made a little video. Well, it's something he already owned, something I wanted. Anyway, want to see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I'll show it to you. This will be part of Uncle Bill's toys.
Oh.
Because my channel is not about just drones; it's about old man toys. And I don't know if this is an old man toy, but it's whatever it is. I'm going to present this. Present. Share screen.
Screen.
Tab. Nope. No, not that one. Not that. There it is. Okay, I shared it. Let's see if you can figure that out.
Scott.
There we go. Oh my.
Okay, you ready? Is it up?
Yep.
I'm on the other screen. Okay. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, here's the Honda Helix. That's right. The best technology 1998 could come up with, right there. There's a 98 or 99, I forget. It's filthy, whatever it is. I don't think this is between the two. So, turn it on because we just been sitting here for a couple of months. So I did have to take the seat off and do a little, instant tune-up in a can.
Right.
And then go like that, and it should just start right off. Oh, and that idle's way too high. Perfect. It sounds better than that. I don't know. The camera, my phone doesn't pick that up.
Right.
There we go. Not that it's not great. It's right.
Does it tell you how much gas is in there?
Yeah. Right there on the left. Oh, it's the bar. Yeah. It's 4/5 full. You see the bar on the left there? Great big bar right there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Is that full?
Yeah.
Oh. I see red down the bottom. That's why.
Well, yeah, but Dad, you see the bars go all the way up to right next to the full thing.
Oh, I can't read that.
Yeah, Josh. It's in English. I keep forgetting. Here, hold the phone up. Point it towards me. Yeah, make sure you put your hand right over the camera lens like that. That's perfect. Yeah. Come over on this side, right here. And you can. I know you can see it. Put your fingers in front of it again.
Okay. And I'll take a picture of you going out the yard.
It's filming right now. The whole thing is being filmed. Just hold it. This is video. Not the photo.
You look good, yeah.
Do I look good?
Yeah.
All right. On the heel. 250 cc's of pure energy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 250.
I know.
This thing will go 70 miles an hour.
Wow.
Tires look like this. Just be careful because we don't know how much the air pressure is in there.
I think he's talking about my fat ass because those tires couldn't look any harder than they are right there.
Yeah.
That's some great camera work there.
Okay.
There you go. So, anyway, people kid me. Oh, a scooter, you got to fit on it. That's a good size scooter.
It is a good size. Yeah.
I mean, I don't
like
think I look
that.
silly on that thing.
No, you look.
No, and it moves. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not fast. It's not like a fast motorcycle or something. As far as scooters are concerned, it's pretty. It's all that. Because I had a 50 the last time, and even though it was a 2-stroke, they tend to have a little more power than the 4-stroke small engines.
Right.
Still, it would get me up to 44 miles an hour. Would take a while, irritating people. That thing, I got out of the driveway, cranked it up, third house down, I was already doing 40, 45. So it moves, it goes along. Anyway, so that's my new toy. I'm very excited. I mean, they're fun. I mean, I know I have a Harley and I got a Yamaha in the backyard. It's just sitting there. But I will use that. I'll take it to work. I think it's 70 miles a gallon.
Yeah. That would
go to work for a week for 2 gallons of gas, Yeah. When the weather's nice, of course,
Of course, yeah.
I don't like yanking the Harley out. First of all, the Harley only gets like 35 to 38 miles a gallon. Around town, probably 30. But that's not why. It's just not fun. We're going to take the bike out. I want it to be fun. Otherwise, I may as well be comfortable in the air conditioning in my truck. Hi, Charles.
Hello.
Hello.
I also want to say hi to Scotty is in here and Josh and who else?
Josh.
You guys, now that Charles is here, you know what you got to do, right?
Kneel before Plastizod.
That's what you got to do.
Lloyd, Josh is not blue.
Yeah, he's looking a little grey there.
Yeah, he's looking a little gray.
I just realized that. Yeah.
Well, he's new.
Yeah.
He's new. We're still not sure about him.
He's new and improved.
Yeah.
We only met him, spent days with him at the meetup, but I don't know. Oh, you guys, Lloyd, you were there. You met him.
Yeah, I spent quite a bit of time visiting with him.
I know he wouldn't stop complaining about it, but yeah, I know.
I knew he was sick and tired of me, but our conversations tended to take longer because occasionally I'd slip into a little bit of a speech impediment. I'd have to slow down what I was saying, so it took longer.
Yeah.
Is that what that is? When you start talking about something and you say something else and you just drift off into a different topic? Is that a speech impediment? Okay.
That is part of it, yeah.
Okay.
Because I can't say the certain words and I just say screw it and go off on something else.
Yeah, he kind of
I get stuck on certain words and it's very frustrating.
I know the feeling. I was just in that last stream and I was sitting there thinking, it's a little warm. I put the smart thermometer, the smart thermostat in, and I've got it these different, it changes temperature different time of the day. It's like,
right.
Every so often I knock it down a degree or two because I was feeling a little warm. So anyway, so I turned off my camera and I get up to go there and I realized I have my FPV drone out because I was showing them I have Joe Fodolio spray painted, not spray painted, but just a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He what's that
skinned
called?
It for you? Yeah.
No, he didn't skin it. No, this was before he was doing.
Dipped it.
No, he didn't dip it. He didn't do any of that. He actually by hand sprayed, painted because that's what he had done that with.
Airbrush.
Well, we're not off on a different subject than I started, but anyway, I was showing I'll show. Yeah, I won't get the drone out again because he gave me 3 of these.
Oh, okay.
And this was he did this shit by hand actually.
Wow.
Oh, that's for the potato. Okay.
Right. I had the drone out. But anyway, long story long. Well, he didn't sign this one. He signed the other one. I wanted to get up and turn it down a couple of degrees. So anyway, I got out of my chair. I get out of my chair. This is how bad it's getting. I get out of my chair. Oh, I didn't put my backpack with the drone in it. Typical FPV douchebag that I have it all in a backpack.
Right.
So I sitting there, pick it up, put it back. Where was I going? That's all it took. I ended up sitting back down. I gave up. I couldn't remember what the fuck I got out of my chair for.
That happens to me more than
the kitchen. Why am I in the kitchen?
I do that. I do that shit all the time. I mean, I didn't work today. We got these keys for the drop safe, right? So I have to go into another safe to get the keys out. I got them in my hand, and then I started walking into the kitchen. I mean, what the fuck? There's no reason to have these keys in my hand unless I'm in the office.
Exactly.
The drop safe, But I do that stuff all day, and sometimes it's irritating. Most of the time, I give myself a good chuckle. Can't laugh at yourself.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Then laugh at Dominic. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
And
totally
if that
agree.
didn't work, we'll all laugh at Charles because
Yeah.
he won't say nothing.
Charles, you came in, and then I just started blah 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 blah. How's
How
your
you
day,
doing,
Charles?
Charles?
Why were you late? Were you busy? What were you up to?
Yes. Well, we just got back home really late from doing grocery shopping, and I literally just got done with dinner, cleared my background, and came in here.
Cool.
Excellent. That's a great story. What a great story.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what he was really doing.
Mm.
Mm.
What were you
Well-
really doing?
Yeah.
I am on my
Tell a spicier story than that.
yeah. You got to.
It was really easy to do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll shut up now.
You don't need to.
Well,
the
I'm
joke
being,
going.
you can carry a joke too far. I was just kidding him, but you could carry it too. What were you doing? Come on, tell me. It's none of my fucking business. Tell me, Joe. None of your goddamn business what I was doing. You could have been taking a major league dump, and you don't want to say that on screen.
Yeah.
You're not like me. I'm proud of it when I have a good one.
Yeah. Well, when you
I give them titles and everything.
Yeah.
There goes the Queen Victoria.
Yeah. Oh wow, rabbit turds. Oh boy.
No, no, the rabbit turds are not coming out
If
of
you
this.
want to
bad.
see a really insightful and intelligent show, don't watch this one, but watch the one that comes on after. It's
Yes.
Drone Nation at the top of the hour.
Yeah, Drone Nation. Yeah.
Wow, you really think that's what that is?
Mhm.
Please explain.
I always give them a plug. It's just
Yeah.
good manners, but or you can hang around here and see what we get up to. Yeah. So anyways, I am on my third, I'm about halfway through now, my third wizard staff that I'm building.
Cool.
I finished the one using. I had hell with that top piece. I must have reprinted that 3 times, and I ended up.
Can we see it?
Yeah, you can. But
I mean, you got to talk about it. It's sitting like 5 feet away from you, probably.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's count 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was at least 5 feet. It took him to walk
you
to
know,
that.
it's like I said. This is the
Look how cool.
yeah. And
Does that light up?
It will. It will.
No, we can hear you.
Yeah. So it's 6 foot. It's 6 foot 9 inches long, so I can't show the whole thing on my screen. But yeah, the top. This I made the first one. I made the stone in the center, out of red, and that one I've got to do all the painting on. But this one here, I did it all in brown except for the crystal stone in the middle. And I used a clear or translucent. And I'll put a light up in there.
We got Bill Coast Coast Drones. Hey, Bill.
I don't.
I just thought I'd throw that up there because Mark made some kind of comment about me not having a cake.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I came home to.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
And you see this piece here? This broke off of here. That was an H. Apparently, my wife thinks that birthday is spelled B-A-R-H-T.
Birthday.
And I tried to explain to her that she spelled it wrong, and not that I care. It doesn't matter, But she kept arguing with me. No, it's birthday. No, it's not birthday. It's birthday. T-H. Birthday. She kept arguing. I said, I got to stop spelling it that way now.
Yeah.
I'll give them. She goes, nobody will notice. I'll make them notice.
Yeah, I did that one. I'm doing the stone that goes in the top of that swirl, in the top, and it will have a light.
Squirrel?
Yeah, the top of the swirl. There's a stone that fits down in there,
Oh,
and I made this. It's going to be It's out of translucent filament,
Mhm.
and then I will put RGB lights in it. So
I think you need to put a speaker in it and a little voice box. And like if you hold it up, it feels the motion. It says, "Thou shalt not pass."
I could do
You
that.
shall not pass. How did he say it? Charles
Yeah.
probably knows. What did he say exactly?
You shall not pass. And then he
You shall not pass. Okay.
And
got it.
yeah.
I want a little Monty Python there, with the bridge. Thou shalt not pass.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, we got Don.
And I could do that. I probably could do that easily enough. And I may do
What,
that.
fight a giant demon?
No,
Oh.
put the sound effects in it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you could. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, put
You hold up, and you can put more human stuff in there too, because he was an old man. Where's my Metamucil? Or
Yeah,
something,
something
along
like that,
those
yeah.
lines. You could do anything,
My that one I showed you, it was done with just a brown filament. This one that I'm working on now is actually a brown. It's a PLA wood filament. It's got wood particles in it. So,
cool.
and so when I get done sanding it and everything, and then I'll be able to do sort of like a stain on it. So, but it's, and I'm starting to. I got smart, started printing using both printers now, so it's going to go much faster. So,
thank goodness Don showed up to correct me.
Mhm.
Not a demon, a Balrog.
oh yes,
All right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I couldn't remember to turn down my thermostat. You expect me to remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. So I've got 2 spools of that wood filament. I got one on each one of my printers. So,
Hey,
I printed
Randy.
one on it. But yeah, welcome, Don. And let's see who else. I saw somebody else come in there. Oh, we said Bill from Coast to Coast Drones.
Yep.
Hey, Bill.
And we got Randy, Mad Props.
Oh, hey, Mad Props. Yeah, I was disappointed he couldn't come, but he had
Yeah.
had a situation, had to health issues and stuff. So, but
he was in the stream.
yes, he was.
Yeah. So was Angel. Drone Adventure 42. He couldn't make it, but he said he was in the stream.
Oh, is that Angel?
Yeah. So he felt like he was there the whole time. So that's
Right.
nice when they say stuff like that. I'm glad. It's not like I get a huge audience, but because most of the guys are here. But I'm glad that I can do that. That's why I do it, for no other reason.
Yeah. Yeah, you got up and moved around a lot more this year than you did last year. Because last year you sat there and fell asleep. So,
What, I can't take a nap?
well, yeah, you can take a nap.
What the hell?
Kind of wish I'd taken a nap, but I haven't had one today. So, yeah, probably why I'm tired.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
No, I didn't nap. There was no napping in my world that day.
No napping in your world today.
No, there was, not when I'm sitting there marinating. I don't even want to talk about it. But I know Art does. Art likes making fun of me.
Yeah. He's like a baby's bottom and a boat's bottom. Yeah, they're both wet.
Yeah. So when are you coming next, Artie? I hear you're going to the Philippines. When's the next time you're going to the Philippines?
Hopefully next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
So that means you're not coming to the meetup next year either.
Oh, we'll see. I'll have to decide.
Yeah, that's what you said last year about this one. So forget it. We'll see. I had parents. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. It's around the next bend.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to contact the American consulate in the Philippines that once he gets there, that they revoke his passport and make him stay there. We don't want him back.
Randy, it's the least I can do. All the other guys work so hard. So me just putting that up is just, I wouldn't even think of not doing it,
Yeah.
Although I didn't work that hard this year. I didn't talk a real lot. I was kind of tired, but there's plenty of guys there to talk, and you guys are talking to each other. So that's great. You're able to see and hear, less people were shaking their tush in front of the camera this year. In fact, nobody did. I'll have to fix that for next year.
Yeah.
You want some tushes? Come on up, tushes. I could see, and you'll get takers. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no doubt with that crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, you got every personality you can imagine at a thing
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Shy guys.
Yeah. Yeah. There was.
We met Joel. Joel was a little shy, good
He was a little,
guy.
but
We
you know,
like Joel.
he
Then you have idiots like me that just won't stop talking,
Yeah.
and there's and everything in between.
Well, Joel really put himself out there too. He tried to engage, even being a shy person.
Engage is fine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
He didn't
visiting
like
with
you though, so he told me.
No.
No,
Yeah. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Nobody likes me. I don't know why that is.
Yeah.
No, some people like you. Your mother likes you.
Yeah, but she's dead, so what does that? That don't
Oh
count.
my God, why'd I have to say mother? Your kids like you.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. That's better.
Yeah. That ain't bad. Yeah. Damn dog. I'm gonna kill that damn dog.
No, you're not. You love it.
Yeah.
I gotta
Mhm.
admit, it is nice. I don't know what I'd do without him. So
I wonder what he did while you were gone all the time. Huh? Just
my son came over and spent time with him. So
Mhm.
but
I know, but they do. I mean, people understand.
oh yeah.
People
Yeah.
assign too much human qualities to animals. However, that is definitely a quality that they have. They will miss you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They I know for the longest well, I think that's what happened with Pepper. I think he just grieved over Judy passing away because he didn't last but about 3 months after she was gone and he died. And that was a hard one too, because
Mhm.
we got him when she was first diagnosed with cancer and when she got her first clear PET scan after her treatment. And so it's like, we were happy about that, and that's when we got him. So
Good
and
pet scan. Good pet.
good PET scan. That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
but has
Yeah,
anybody heard?
my niece is graduating coming up, and my brother invited me to come, and I talked to my wife about it, and that's the problem she has with it is what are we going to do with the two girls, with the two Shih Tzus?
Yeah.
Because Shih Tzus, you want to talk about affectionate
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and needy.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd be worried they'd have a stroke while we were gone.
Yeah.
But and we don't have. See, we had this lady next door for years, Judy, her name was, and she was getting up there. She's in her 80s, and she had to sell the house because she was by herself because her husband died. Anyway, but she had dogs, and they played around with my dogs, and she would have been more than happy to take care of them. And I wouldn't have to worry about them being fed because she's one of those that overfeeds her pets. All her dogs are fat. So,
Right.
but that's okay for a couple of days, And but she's gone now. So we don't have anybody. So my wife's like, what are we gonna do? We can't really go unless we drive. I don't know. Drive all the way to Ohio with two dogs in the car.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No, you got to stop so they can go to the bathroom.
Go pee.
Whatever.
Get water. They got water.
Yeah.
Get water for the puppies.
We
Well,
used to drive. Take our dogs with us. We loaded up. We drive from here down to Rio Grande Valley in Texas, which was about a 9-hour drive, and we'd have in the back seat we'd have 3 dogs, including let's see, they were all small dogs. So we had a Pomeranian, a Boston Terrier, and a Chihuahua.
Yeah, those aren't small dogs. Those are tiny dogs.
Yeah, and then we
I
had
have small.
we had a cage in the back, also that had a ferret in it.
Oh, ferret. Okay.
Yeah, we took our ferret with us. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I thought you were going to say like a Tasmanian devil or something.
He could be. We let him out in that trailer, and that little Scudder could, we let him run loose. He could slide under all those doors, and he'd disappear, and we'd have to hunt him down to put him back in his cage at night.
Yeah, I don't know how good a pet that is. I know somebody had a pet ferret. He loved it, but I don't know. People like cats too, so there's no accounting.
I ended up with 2 of them and ended up getting rid of them because I wish I never. The first one we got was great, but then we got Judy wanted the second one, so we got it, and it's like that was a mistake. It was not You know,
No?
the first one was great. The second one was rotten. You know,
These girls would be fine in the car. It's not like I'm hauling around Irish setters. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
they'd be fine, except and they'd be happy just to be with us. But here's the thing: they used to get car sick like immediately. Like you couldn't even go down to the end of the block, and already one of them was harking up. They don't do that anymore. But the furthest I drive them is to the vet, you know, for their yearly, and they can make that trip no problem. They used to not be able to make that trip, and that thing that's literally like 3 miles from here. You know, it's like 6 minutes. I'm there. I'm parked. Anyway, but they can do that. But I don't know. I'm you know, I think they'd be parking up all over the inside of my wife's car.
Yeah.
I would have to take my wife's car if we brought them up. No, they could fit in between us. That'd be for that long of a trip. I don't know. Because I don't have a rear seat in my truck. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know, you put the thing back, and you got the center, and they would just sit there in between us and bug the living shit out of me while I'm driving. So, but they'd calm down eventually, you know, and they would just lay there.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, I'm talking myself into it. I might just fly by myself and go. You know, I got to go. It'll be the only family. Because my sister-in-law's from Greece. So, and I guess they're not coming in for it. So,
right.
Anyway, it's a big deal, you know.
Yeah, it is. Graduating college, I take, or high school.
High school.
High school. Okay.
I think. I don't even know. Might be college. I don't fuck. I know. He's got to be college, right? No,
is your brother
my
younger than you?
Going to be 37. No, wait. It's got to be college. I don't know.
I was thinking, yeah.
Fuck am I?
Unless she's just like they had a baby really late in life or something.
Oh, he did.
Oh,
well, no, he's insane. My brother's insane. Oh, yeah. In fact, up until today, we were the same age. Irish twins.
Irish twins.
Yeah. 6 weeks a year, we're the same age. So he's 60. He's 63. You know. So and he's still got one that's about 15.
Oh,
14,
wow.
Or maybe a little less. 14, something like that.
Yeah.
They're good kids. But his boys, he's got 3 boys, but they all have not Asperger's. What is it? What do you call it? You know, I got 3.
Autistic.
Huh? They're autistic. Yeah, I don't know why I get a brain lock in that word. I've had autistic nephews for over 20 years, and I can't think of the word autistic. So this is going to be the only graduation he's going to be able to do something like this for. You know?
Right. Yeah.
You know, she's very smart. She does very well. She's in advanced classes and this and that. And she's a good kid too. So I'd like to go. I should go. What the hell? It's only a couple of days, right? You know?
Right. Yeah.
Because he wants me there for the 17th for the party, for the graduation, and the 18th for the party. So I just 16th to the 19th, right?
Right.
Big deal.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. That's it. We just decided. Us.
What?
I'm not driving them.
You're not driving. You're going to fly out. Yeah.
No,
That
I'm
would
not. I think it's 15 hours. Might be 17.
Yeah.
No, 15. 15 hours each way.
Yeah, it's a long haul, especially for the dogs and stuff. But yeah.
No, I've done it a
Yeah,
couple times.
My daughter-in-law was just she put up Happy Easter to everybody, and I wrote Happy Easter and said, I'm looking forward to seeing you in August. And she texted me back, you got any dates? And I said, yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to get in there on the 14th and leave out on the 21st.
Was she trying to fix you up with somebody?
I hope not.
Well, you got any dates? I mean, why is she even asking? Who's your plus one? You can bring Artie.
Yeah, no, nobody's my plus one.
Pick up Artie on the way there.
Yeah, no. Yeah, if he wanted to fly from Denver to Grand Junction, I guess I could take him along as my plus one.
I mean, how fast he said no. No.
Yeah, no. Actually, I'm hoping I'll have enough of a layover. Me and Arl get to visit for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So the way it is right now, the one I'm booking, I should have about a 3-hour layover in Denver, so that'd be enough time to. And it'll be in the evening, so Art should be off work.
Yeah.
Be able to swing by. And
Bill said his dachshunds are really bad if we're gone more than 3 hours. Wow. He's
Ain't
got
that
smart
right?
dogs.
That's
He's got
right.
smart dogs. They could tell time and shit. That's amazing.
Mm.
Oh, it's been 3 hours. Where the hell are they? I could, what's going through their minds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But the dogs are great.
they
Every
are.
you go to the store for a 6-pack or something, and you come back and it's like you went to sea.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're back. You're back. Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
that little gal, she just raises Cain when I'm gone. And well, even the old guy, he even gets up and works at wagging his tail. He's getting, he's got bad hip problems right now, but he still is happy to see me when I get in. Boy, they were really clingy the first week I was home, though.
Well, you're the
After-
alpha, you know what I mean? And when the alpha is not with the pack, I mean, that's all natural. Like,
Yeah.
same thing with my girls here, too. When my wife's not here,
Mhm.
when the alpha's not here,
Yeah.
they get upset.
Mhm.
I'm still the alpha. They love her better, but I'm still,
You're still the alpha. Yeah.
yeah, they listen to me a little better. Yeah.
Yeah. They would listen to me, but they wouldn't listen to Judy, but they love Judy more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was hard on them at first. It really was, especially the two younger ones, because they had just really, really gotten to, attached. They were really attached to her. And, that was the one thing is once she heard them, she was ready to go, and that was it, so that was, but yeah, they missed me, and they just were, I couldn't turn around and without almost walking into one of them because they were right on my tail for about a week after I got home. So I don't know what they're going to do when I'm gone for a whole week.
What's Ken trying to say? When his wife is not there, the girls hang out. You talking about the girls? These girls? I don't let these girls hang out for anybody.
Mhm.
They'll hang out? No, they I
Yeah.
guess. I'm not sure I understand the question. Are you trying to say something?
All right.
The girls, the two Shih Tzus, actually can do whatever they want because they have a doggy door into the garage, and from the garage you have a doggy door out to the fenced-in yard, so they can run around and do what they usually do.
I was wondering how they got in and out. I did not see the doggy door going out into the
Well,
backyard.
fuck, you were here for 4 days. You couldn't figure that out? There's a doggy door right next to where we ate in that door to the garage.
Right,
And they were popping in and out of it constantly. You didn't notice that.
Well, yeah, I knew they were going out into the garage, but I didn't know that there was a doggy. I thought, well, how in the hell are they getting in the backyard?
Well, right around, you just make a quick left, and it's right there to the left of the washing machine.
Okay.
I actually cut a hole in the side of my house to put in the doggy door. Yeah.
Okay. It shows how much I pay attention. Yeah.
But yeah, in the fenced-in yard, and then pets are expensive. I had to put a fence first of all.
Yep.
Got a great deal. I paid a couple grand for that. That was a really good deal. I installed, and then I had a chain link fence, and then I had, I know, they were digging out, or
Yeah.
trying, so I spent like probably $400 on little pavers and went all the way around, little ones, just like this. They were like the size of bricks, little pavers.
Yeah.
And went all the way around the bottom of the fence. You can't even tell they're there now because it's kind of overgrown, but they can't dig because the stone's in the way.
Jack,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in a minute. Yeah.
But that's what I had to do. And then I used red brick
Lake Pilot.
for some reason underneath the gates. But now they know they're not supposed to get out of the yard. They do know that they're not supposed to go out of the yard, and they will on occasion, and they'll make believe like you invited them. Like if I don't close the gate behind me, which I always do, but for that reason. But if I don't, always is wrong because once in a while, because I know I'm going to do this and go right back.
Right.
Whatever it is I'm doing, I'm going to go right back. So sometimes I leave it open, especially if I'm cutting the grass. You got to pull them. You got to open the gate, pull the motor out, go to the front yard. So anyway, but then they generally know better not to come out. But then when they come out, you could tell they're acting like, "Oh, Dad, I'm here." Hey, like I called them or something.
Right.
But I can yell at them to get in the yard, and they will stop whatever it is. And they'll turn around and they'll go back in the yard.
That little one.
Dogs are fun. They learn words. They learn words. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
She's the little escape artist. She got out. It was before Judy passed away. One day I went out there and I noticed we had some family come in. We thought they'd come down to get an extra scooter that we had to give to my cousin. And all of a sudden, the little girl showed up in the front yard. And I'm like, how the hell? She must have slipped through the front door when we went out. And then she disappeared again. And I started walking all around the house looking for her, yelling for her. And I come walking in the house, and the little shit was back inside, but she didn't come through the door. She came through the back door, because what she did is went back through the hole she'd escaped from, and then got in the house. I walked down there a block looking for that little bitch. She's sitting here in the air conditioned house, like, where you been, Dad? I don't know why you were walking so much, But yeah, she.
Well, you don't have to show that right away. That's something I wanted to talk, because we had that drone meeting today,
Oh yeah,
and we discussed some things. Did I talk about this already?
you talked about some of it, not all of it.
How cool is this? If you all I Googled was drone meetup, right? AI overview, the South Florida drone meetup. I mean, I just we're at the top of Google. All you do, I don't know. Maybe it's because I live in Florida that it did that, or I live near. I don't know. You guys should Google drone meetup and see what comes up. But the location, all this, and then look, you can see. I mean, when you can get to the top. I mean, people get paid good money to get their websites to show up at the top of a search engine optimization. I used to do that for a living, and to get this to happen maybe that's why it tickles me so much, is because I used to do this. You know what I mean? How to get a bowling center when there's thousands and thousands of bowling centers in the country, and you have to regionalize it a little bit. Bowling Florida. Well, of all the hundreds of bowling centers in Florida, I would get our bowling center on the first page. Just being on the first page is an accomplishment. But there we are, number 1, 5th annual drone Florida in Discover Mountain County. So apparently we're a thing. Discover Mountain County, and then this is something else. And then we're 3rd, 6th annual drone Florida is already showing up. Facebook, Discover Martin County. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah.
Well, I've got Bark, affordable drone filming.
No, don't talk to me about them.
You put in drone meetup, and that's what you got.
I typed that in, and this is what came up. And then
I'm regionalized, I guess.
Yeah.
All drones group meetup.
Martin County drone meetup. Yeah.
Oh, look, Lloyd found it.
Yep. Sure enough.
LVH.
Well, where is it on your list, Lloyd?
I was about 5th.
That's pretty damn good. First page, brother.
Yep.
That's good. And you're in Oklahoma.
And that wasn't Google. That was actually DuckDuckGo.
Oh.
It was what? That sounds like a game you played when you were a kid. Duck,
I know.
duck, goose.
That's a search engine and a browser that is privacy protected.
That's awesome.
So
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
How about that, Ray? Ray's in the chat, by the way. How you doing, Ray?
Hey, Ray.
Yeah, I saw him in there. Hello, Captain.
Yeah, I didn't know what I talked about already. I talked a little, right, about our meeting.
Yeah.
Everybody has to let Ray know they're coming to get a ticket for the price. Okay.
You have
to. I just did that on the last stream I was on. It's just a little humble bragging, because everybody wants me on their stream.
Yeah, we do. You're
shut up. This is sympathy.
Well,
you kidding? You feel bad for me. I understand.
Every village has an idiot, and you're ours.
Thank you so much. And we wouldn't trade you in for any other moron. Hey, feel sorry for me right now because I need something. I have no liquid refreshment in front of me. I shall
go right ahead and get it.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Look at this really cool effect I did with me on my motorcycle. There you go.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I need it. You guys can talk while I'm gone.
We're talking.
Okay.
How about the LGBTQ? Yeah. Look out for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll let that one go. You already told it. But now, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say that I'll be there next year, but I may be. I may decide. It depends on how things go, how broke I am between my August trip and come next April.
Right.
How much money I can save to pay for, because I got to save up for my plane tickets. So, which meant, there was a deal was sent to me on another RC car that would have been nice to have, but it was going to cut into my flying money, so I had to say, no, don't think so. Got to save up for my trips. So,
That's right.
and I'll be in a little better shape next year, anyways, because than I was this year. But I mean, by June, I'll be doing pretty good. So, not that I'm doing poorly, but it's just I'll have a little more spending money each month after June. So, and you get something, then you got to pay it off. And once you paid it off, then you're in better condition. So, but yeah, I just told my daughter-in-law that I was going to be up there for about a week. So, but it's going to cost me about $620 to fly up there.
Well,
that's round trip, but still.
Is that Frontier?
It's on
Southwest.
Yeah, I think it's Southwest. Yeah. I think it's Southwest. Which means I'll have flown everything but Frontier. I've flown American. I flew United. I've flown
Delta.
Yep. And now it'll be Southwest. The only one I haven't flown is Frontier, which I have bad. I don't know. Frontier used to be the airline that you went to if you didn't want to get there on time.
Right. Yeah.
Or if you felt like punching somebody in the face.
Yeah.
Fighting over the seats. I've never flown any of the discount airlines. I've only ever flown, and I've flown quite a bit. I've only ever flown like Delta, United, American.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Just those three.
Lottie freaking da.
Lottie, well, you know what? I know what to expect from them. I hear a lot of bad things about Spirit and Frontier.
I've never, Oh, Frontier, they've been around as long as the others. It's just that they were always a piss poor airline because invariably that's the one my sisters would
But they're
fly.
a cheap airline. They're a discount airline. So you get what you pay for,
Yeah.
I mean, because we're not talking that much difference in price. It's not like Delta, American, and the other guys. Like they could survive at twice the fucking price as those other guys. Huh? Oh, hi, Brad. They're just, it's maybe a little more, and plus the bigger ones, you have better chance of getting nonstops.
Yeah.
Or they'll have more flights, so you'll get better. You can set up better connecting times and
better connecting times. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there is that. It wasn't because I prefer any of them, or they treat you any better because it's just I'm not buying first class or something.
Well, invariably we'd go to the airport to pick up one of my sisters when they'd be coming in from California, and they'd end up being 3 and 4 hour delays because they get bumped because they oversold, and so they last one's in or first one's out. They got bumped first, and so they'd have to wait for the next flight. And
and I'll tell you what, I probably lied without realizing it because when you do little connecting flights, little puddle jumper flights, I mean, even though you're contracted, even though you say you went with Delta, that'll be like contract out some little local, smaller. And my son, I used to fly him down here with Allegiant, and that's a small company,
right?
But they did a nonstop from where he lives in Scranton Wilkes-Barre, the Scranton Wilkes-Barre International. It's a Voca. Now this should just tell you something. The name of the town's Avoca. It looks like an Avoca. Anyway, but it's a nice little airport. It was one of those things.
Evocative of someplace else.
It's one of those graft things, by the way. Marble And I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful little airport. They spend so much money, and to this day, it looks beautiful because almost nobody uses the goddamn thing. It was said it was a tax boondoggle because it's all crooked there, you know.
Right.
But
right.
it was a non-stop flight from there all the way to Sanford, which is by Orlando, kind of.
Wow.
Like there's actually a shuttle that runs between the airports even though they call it a shuttle, it's like 20 something miles, but still. Anyway, so that was cool. So and Allegiant was always on time. We never had a problem with that. You know, they don't do it anymore,
Right.
but I never had a problem with them. So that's all I could say about that. I personally never flew.
Well, I know not to rent from what was that? Renting R Us or whatever that damn place I rented from.
Was it an online rental agency?
It was a freebie that came with. Well, it was supposed to be free. I ended up paying out money that I didn't need to because they sold me on that idea of the Pike Pass thing that I didn't need.
Mm.
You know, the $15 day use, $15 a day or something like that.
For the Turnpike?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have talked to me.
Yeah, I should have known, but I should have just said nah. But I was tired and I was wanting to get the hell out of there, and
That
plus
was
you have
no reason. You have no reason at all to go on a Turnpike.
yeah. Plus I had to pay for the insurance, so which I thought was stupid because they asked for all of my insurance information when I signed up.
They made you take the insurance. They can't. No agencies ask you if you want the insurance. If you have your own if you can show that you have your own automobile insurance,
they had all the information right there on file. I said I shouldn't
they'll
have
try
to
to
pay
sell
for
it
this.
to you. They'll tell you, oh, but the
Yeah.
advantage is this: it doesn't affect your regular insurance. That's
Right.
That's actually a big sell point right there. If it's
Yeah.
only $10 a fucking day or something, you
Yeah,
know, whatever, no questions asked. I mean, you know, it's not bad selling points, but you don't have to do it. I don't think. Most of the time. So that's strange that they made you do it.
Yeah, again, it's I can't remember. It was such an off the wall. You know, it was like in the back office of down the long hallway of some hotel there. You know,
Golly.
yeah, it really was.
You open the wrong door. Oh, that's the brothel. Okay, close
Yeah.
that.
Well,
You got-
that's what I was worried about too. You know, it's like what the hell?
That's the poker game. Nope, it's not that
You got to
one.
be careful about that kind of thing, Lloyd. You'll end up being put into a white slavery ring.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I could see where you'd be in demand, Lloyd.
Oh yeah, they would really want
There's a lot of fetishes out there, you know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, just think about it. There could be like 10 or 12 people. Oh God, look at that guy. Oh, that beard, that mustache. And you know what? There probably is.
And they're watching our show right now.
There's something for everybody.
I hope not.
You know,
No,
except Dominic
thank you.
for some reason. He's always by himself. We got to fix that. We got to do something for Dominic.
Yeah.
How you doing, Dom?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I haven't really spoken in a while, even though you're on my show every week.
Yeah. No,
My
I
show.
we actually had a pretty good lunch the other day, the one that I left. It was lovely.
Excellent.
Caught up with my cousin and her daughter, which is my second cousin, and that's on my mother's side. And we just meet up at Easter Sunday and Christmas Day.
Well, it's great. You got relatives to hang out with on the big relative holidays. That's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, my
and,
brother.
and see if you lived in the United States or in Arkansas, you know that could be considered a date.
Yeah.
Did you see what Mark said?
What?
Come on, put it on the screen.
Yeah. Okay. You're right. Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that, but that's it. All the girls with the Santa fixation. Fixation. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Bob is popular as well.
Mhm.
Bob who?
Yeah. Little Bob Dempsey.
Oh, Bob Dempsey. I thought he meant Bob Casey. Bob Casey's clean cut now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Mhm.
Almost didn't. It took me. I had to look at him twice. If he hadn't been so damn, when he was standing there, I realized who he was because he's so damn tall. You know,
I was going to say, if he wasn't 7 fucking feet tall, you wouldn't have known who he was. You know.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's again with the foul language. I'm sorry for doing that on your stream.
Why not? I use it all
And
the
next
time.
time I call my stream a show, you know, throw something at me. I don't think it rises to the level of show.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
mine doesn't either. Mine's just a live stream, and some days it's livelier than others. So
Works.
Yeah.
We got
Thanks.
Bob.
Speaking of Bob, thank you, Bob. Bob's here.
Bob, yep.
I'm
Bob
sorry, Artie, I
Dempsey.
cut you off.
the man with the beard,
Mhm.
Yep.
the famous man with the beard. So yeah,
Your fellow Santa
yeah. He was
sex
telling me,
symbol.
he says, just don't shave, and I don't plan on it. You know, so
Yep.
I've got a year's growth, and I'm going to go for 2 years now. See where it shows up at. So I did
Yeah.
trim my mustache a little bit. I've been starting to train it and trim it a little
I
bit.
was going to
so-
say it's beyond shaving at the moment. You'd have to hit it with scissors first.
Yeah, I know, right? I'd have to get out the weed whacker.
Or am I wrong, Charles? You're kind of bearded up there. You trim it with a scissor or a shaver?
Well,
got
the
a
parts of
clipper?
my face, like right in here, I use right in here and underneath my neck, I use a electric razor.
I thought
The
you were going
rest
to say
of it,
hair.
the rest of it, I usually wait till I go to the barber shop and tell them what I want.
Let the professionals handle it.
Yeah, because it's getting it even and nice and everything is. I mean,
Now, this is gonna sound really
need of a shape and a cleanup.
This is going to sound really stupid, but since you like this clean and this clean and this clean all the time, have you ever considered waxing those areas?
No.
I mean, I mean, you're going to laugh, but when I worked on a cruise ship in Hawaii, it was very expensive down there to me anyway, to get a freaking haircut, you know, and I had to do it on the ship, which made it, you know, those people, you don't even get a discount. You pay what everybody else paid. And, so, but see, I went on really short on purpose. I knew it was going to be on 12 weeks. It's 3 months, but my hair gets wavy and kind of curly and I can comb it back and get away with it for a really long time. You know, as long as you maybe, you know, trim it a little. So that's what I was having done was my neck, but my neck, I'm like a freaking werewolf. It just grows, you know. It's an Italian thing, right, Dominic? I bet your neck is just fuzzy as hell. So anyway, so instead, what I did, I went to some Chinese woman in some little shop. I had her wax my neck, which hurt like fucking hell, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, but I like a man though. I didn't even make a noise. Yeah. What do you want to? What do you want to do now, huh? That hurt. Anyway, the long story is 10 more weeks on that cruise ship, and it was clean as a baby's ass. And never, you know what I mean? It was very convenient for me. But it's just a thought. It lasts a long time. When you have them tear that shit up by the roots like that,
Yeah.
it doesn't grow again for months and months.
Yeah.
Just a thought. Make your life
Right
easy.
now, I'm not even doing that. I'm waiting. I want to get about another year, another 6 months at least growth on it, and then I'll probably start going to a barber to have him giving me a
Shape
good-
it.
Yeah,
Fade
shape
it
it,
in.
Yeah.
yeah. But
Mhm.
I want to see how much longer I can get it before I start whacking it off. Because if I start doing it myself, I'm
What?
going to end up being
What the hell are you talking about?
Whacking off.
How
Wow.
long I can last without whacking it off? You know? Yeah. I think about that.
You know,
Yeah, let's-
wax
yeah.
on, wax off.
Yeah. I want my beard to get a little bit longer before I start cutting on it. How about that?
Okay. Mm.
On your beard.
Oh, my beard. Yeah.
No,
Mm.
okay, just checking.
My beard. Yes. My beard.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
So not that it matters to me or anybody else, but so how's your new partial doing?
My new partial. It's doing good.
Partial.
Any partial.
Yeah. I took it out. I actually had it. I took it out. It was starting to bother me
Okay.
because I had, they worked on 3 of my teeth that the partial sits up against. And my gums are still a little sore right there because they had to go in and do a bunch of filling work on them because the partials had destroyed the back of the porcelain. Because I didn't take them out every night. I kept them in, and that's made out of titanium or some sort of titanium metal alloy. and it's really hard to bend, and it also is very abrasive on. So it chewed up the back. So I had to go in and have all of those teeth filled, and as a
You
result,
should go more often and have them adjust those things. They did, and it's your own fault because I know that they give you at least 2 or 3 adjustments for free. You know,
Well,
after
I
you
get them
buy
all
those.
for free because I go to the VA hospital.
Well, then what the fuck? All right, well, no, I don't want to go down there. There's still some bone left inside my jaw.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to, I got lazy and just didn't. And finally, they said, we're going to have to fix those." So right now, my gums are just a little bit tender up there where they worked on them last week. So because they had to go right up to the edge of the gum to work on it, like so. So I had them in at the start of the show, but I pulled them out. But
You're happy with these new ones, huh?
oh yeah.
And they're not grinding your molars out and shit.
Uh-uh.
Okay, just checking.
No, they fit. Matter of fact, these are.
You didn't have to put your tooth in them, just busting your chops.
But I don't like being without it too often when I'm talking. But no, these actually have been a good fit. These really
Good.
have been a great fit. So
I'd imagine if they weren't, that'd be really freaking annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, you're retired, and if you don't want to go anywhere, you don't care. You know,
I've had some. I don't wear the lowers. Damn lowers, I cannot wear. They just don't fit right, and they've tried adjusting them and readjusting them. And I just said screw it.
Huh.
So I'm just missing a couple teeth. I got enough teeth to chew with, and that's all that matters.
I'm missing a couple.
Yeah. But
I got bridge work too. I had a crown put on. Not bridge work, a crown. I had a crown. So I have a crown in there. So that was the first one I lost, but I've lost.
Yeah.
No, those were wisdom teeth. I pulled those. I still have the wisdom tooth over here is still here. I had my wisdom teeth right up until they got rotted and we had them pulled. But I had them all my life. They fit in my big fucking head.
well, I had mine.
Came in when I was 12 years old, all 4 of them at the same time. Can you imagine that? When I was 12, my face was like a football. I looked like Stewie. I looked like Stewie. I still remember, like, oh God, the pain. And my mom, she's such a darling woman. She was, don't be such a fucking baby. This is how my mother talked. So I was being a baby. So just shut up. It's okay. You can hit me all you want. I can't feel it. But they stayed all these years. Give me extra chomping power.
I think I got my last wisdom tooth pulled when I was probably about 59.
Wow.
And
So
it was no big
all
deal.
4 years came in?
Yeah.
They stayed.
Yeah, none of them impacted. They all came in fine. And
Nowadays, a lot of them, if you're going to the dentist on a regular basis, they'll take them out right away.
yeah.
My top ones, boy, they just popped right out. The bottom ones, they were impacted, so I had to have surgery for that.
Well, I had lost one of my adult molars back when I was younger, right after. We thought it was still a baby tooth, and so just kind of let it go. And then, because we knew it was going to fall out, when it didn't fall out, went to the dentist. He said, no, that was an adult molar. So they ended up having to pull it anyways.
Cool.
But that left the space for my lower wisdom teeth to come in just. And the same with my uppers. But all of my teeth up here, all of my uppers have had, and actually all of my lowers now have had crowns put on them. So, and that was the problem with these teeth here, is that the back side of them, that metal just rubbed on those enamel on those crowns and just wore through it. So I had to go in last week and have that all. She did a good job because she was able to go in there and put it all in and design it and cut it and doing all the whittling that dentists do on those things, and pop my uppers in, and they still fit perfectly. So
I'm going to do a public service announcement to all the youngins out there. All you young guys that are looking to impress your friends, women, yourself. It's a bad idea to pop beer bottles off with your teeth. Just saying.
it is.
Did it for years and years. And guess which teeth are the ones that I'm missing? That one, which was, that was the bottom of the thing. That one, which is the crown, now. This one up here. This one's still here. It's chipped, but it's still with me. But
Right.
yeah, bad. I must, and I don't know that that's why. But
Oh,
and I didn't even do it smart. I used to bite on a fucking. I like it would be crunched. You know what I think? It wasn't like pop. It was a dumbass actually using your jaw.
Yeah, Judy used to get on to me for that. She says, "You're going to pay for it," and she's right. I did. I even have a couple. I think I still got 2 gold crowns that the VA put in there for me.
Ooh, gold.
She was asking. Well, yeah, I lost one of them back up here, but I got to keep the tooth. You know, I got to keep the crown because it was gold. And
Yeah.
she says, "What color you want these?" She says, "You want them?" I said, "How about gold?" She says, "I said, I know you guys aren't going to pay for gold." She said, "Oh, yeah, we will. If you want gold, they're better anyway." So I ended up with 2 gold crowns back here on this side.
You're a baller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told the kids, make sure they pull my teeth before you bury me, because there's money in there.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope that you're deceased at the time.
Well, yeah, I would prefer to be dead when that happens. Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I'd like to be dead before they bury me too. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's again.
Good point.
Again, yes. Yeah. So
the way gold is going, you know.
yeah, I know they might not.
Your head might be worth more than you.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Just saying.
just dumped my coffee cup on me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mark got 6 gold crowns for free.
Wow.
Nice.
Mm.
That's insane. You know how much money's in your mouth? Come to the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll help you remove them.
I got 3 of them for free. So
Gold ones? Yeah, gold crowns, 3 gold crowns.
yeah,
Wow, you
3
guys.
gold crowns. Yeah. And I've lost one of them, and
I got no gold.
I had one that was in. It's still sitting in there where I keep scrap gold, little bits of scrap gold I save up, and you know, I told the kids, I said, "Hey, I got 2 gold crowns. Make sure they pull them damn things before they bury me. You know, after I'm dead."
Yeah, I got no gold, no silver. I mean, I don't know what they stuck in there. I think it was like liquid steel. You know, the stuff you use to fix the holes in your sink. Yeah, take a tube of that and shove it in, and that's it.
Well, that's what they do now. They use that blue. They use a blue light to harden them up and everything.
Yeah, it's called composite.
Yeah.
Well, composite. They've had composite a long time, but in fact, I have composite fillings. But I'm just saying, nothing. No rare elements. You know. How about uranium? I want uranium. I want you 230, whatever the fuck it is, 238,
Uranium 235.
235.
Yeah,
that's what I want. I want to rate. You know what it'll do? The rest of my teeth.
They'll go.
See how yellow they are? They'll be white as hell.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And
then
swell my skeleton.
Your jaw will fall right off. Yeah, there you go. From all that radiation.
Well, then they can take the teeth from the bottom and put them up in the top and fill it all in.
I think they finally got rid of the last of my amalgam. I used to have some of those amalgam that had the mercury in them. I still had several of those fillings that they.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with me.
No,
brush my teeth every day, and I still have yellow teeth. Doesn't matter how many times I brush them; I just have yellow teeth.
Hell, they've got it down to it. They've got a number written down for me now. Whenever they do a crown, they just match it to my teeth.
Yeah. Listen,
yeah.
That's why I don't smile.
Mine are kind of yellow.
That's what you get.
Yeah, but they matched them to my teeth, and now all of those teeth are covered in crowns. You'd think they'd go back through and make them all white now, but they don't.
Well, why didn't the crown match the color of your teeth? That's what they're supposed to do.
Well, that's what they did. They made them, and my teeth were yellow because I was a smoker.
Right.
I got yellow, but all of those teeth are now, they're all capped, so they're all crowned. So
yeah, but those crowns could be made of any color you want.
Yeah, now. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So as they go through, I'm going to have them start changing them back to a brighter color. So slowly. I'm hoping not to have any more crowns. I'm hoping I got 2 more fillings I got to get, and then I'm done for a few years, I think, with luck.
Welcome to the Grumpy Dental Health Vlog.
Yeah. Brush your teeth and floss every day, kids.
What time's that other stream start?
Oh, at 8
about
o'clock.
15 minutes ago.
Which about
Yeah.
15 minutes ago. So yeah. So
Yeah.
we're probably going to wind this one down because I haven't had a nap today, guys, and I'm needing
Oh.
a nap.
Well, I haven't eaten my birthday dinner or my birthday
Yeah,
cake.
You need
or
to get in there
anything.
and have that.
Yeah.
So, and again, happy birthday, Bill.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Happy birthday.
another day, but I'll bring it up so that people just like fawn over me.
Well,
I'm getting
that's-
text messages from relatives I haven't heard from since last year on my birthday.
right.
You know,
right,
which is
yeah.
nice.
That
It's
once a
nice
year
to-
thing.
nice-
You get,
It's nice they're thinking of you at all, really.
yeah,
You know.
it is. Yeah. Yep. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to call it a show tonight, and thanks everybody, all of you, those that I got to meet at the meetup this year, and some of the older crew that's come
Thanks,
back,
Ken.
and everybody. I really
Thanks, Ken.
appreciate you being here. So, you guys have a good one, and we will talk to you on one
Brenda.
of the other shows. All right, we'll see you
Yep.
guys next week.
Thanks for having me on.
Good
Good night,
night.
folks.
No problem.
I had
Glad to
fun.
have you.
Good night.